Imagine this for a moment. It's late at night, the power goes out, your phone barely has signal, pharmacies are closed, roads are blocked, and someone you love isn't feeling well. Now ask yourself, honestly, would you know what to do if help wasn't coming? For many American seniors and retirees, this question hits closer to home than ever before. We've lived long enough to know that systems don't always work the way they're supposed to. We've seen hurricanes, wildfires, ice storms, blackouts, supply shortages, and overwhelmed hospitals. And most of us remember a time when families handled a lot more medical care at home because they had to. That's exactly why today I want to talk to you about a book that is quietly becoming one of the most important household resources for retirees across the United States. It's called Home Doctor: Practical Medicine for Every Household. And no, this isn't fear-mongering, and it's not about replacing doctors. It's about being prepared, informed, and confident when professional help is delayed, unavailable, or simply unnecessary. Why this matters so much for seniors and retirees. As we age, our relationship with the healthcare system changes. We rely more on medications. We manage chronic conditions. We become caregivers for spouses, grandchildren, or aging friends. At the same time, we also know that medical care can be expensive, slow, and hard to access, especially in emergencies or disasters. This book was created for ordinary people, not medical professionals. It's written in clear, simple language, no confusing jargon, no complicated equipment, just practical knowledge you can actually use at home. And what makes this book truly unique is where the knowledge comes from. Lessons learned when the system completely collapsed. Home Doctor is co-authored by Dr. Mabel Nieves, a highly experienced surgeon who worked for years in Venezuela after its healthcare system collapsed. In Venezuela, hospitals ran out of electricity, running water, antibiotics, pain medication, anesthesia, insulin, and other life-saving drugs. Doctors were forced to adapt or watch patients suffer. Dr. Nieves didn't give up. Instead, she developed ingenious, low-resource medical protocols that allowed people to survive and recover when modern medicine was no longer available. These methods are now studied and used in conflict zones and disaster areas around the world. And the most important part is this: many of these methods were specifically designed so regular people could apply them at home. That's the foundation of this book. What Home Doctor is and what it is not. Let's be very clear. This book does not encourage reckless self-treatment. It does not replace doctors. It does not push extreme survival tactics. Instead, it helps you manage common health issues safely at home. It teaches you how to recognize real emergencies early. It shows you how to protect your health when help is delayed, unavailable, or simply unnecessary. Think of it as the medical knowledge your grandparents used to have, updated for today's world. A practical guide every household should own. This is a 304-page guide, packed with clear explanations, diagrams, and step-by-step instructions. It's designed so you can quickly find what you need, even under stress. Here's a look at what makes it especially valuable for seniors and retirees. Essential medical supplies to keep at home. One of the first things the book covers is what every household should stock in advance. Not expensive items, not rare tools, just smart essentials that tend to disappear first during emergencies. You'll learn which over-the-counter medications are most effective, which items are commonly overlooked, and what to prioritize when supplies are limited. This is especially important for retirees on fixed incomes who want to prepare without wasting money. How to avoid dangerous mistakes during blackouts. Power outages aren't just inconvenient, they can be dangerous. The book explains common medical mistakes people make during blackouts, what to do with medications that require refrigeration, and how to safely manage chronic medications when power is unreliable. If you or your spouse rely on medications like insulin, this chapter alone can be invaluable. recognizing life-threatening emergencies early. One of the strongest features of Home Doctor is how it teaches recognition, not guesswork. You'll learn how to identify heart attacks, strokes, and dangerous heart rhythm problems. Most importantly, you'll learn what to do immediately while waiting for emergency services. For seniors, early recognition can mean the difference between full recovery and permanent damage. The truth about expired medications. Most of us have a drawer full of medications we're unsure about. Home Doctor explains which medications often remain effective past their expiration date, which ones should never be used, and why expiration dates aren't always what we think. This knowledge alone can save money and prevent unnecessary panic. Antibiotics, what you need to know. Antibiotics are life-saving, but only when used correctly. The book explains why certain antibiotics are more broadly useful, how doctors think about bacterial resistance, and why antibiotics should never be taken blindly. This chapter focuses on education and responsibility, not misuse. Managing illness when hospitals aren't an option. What happens if you can't get to a hospital? You'll find guidance on managing flu and respiratory illnesses at home, caring for skin injuries, burns, and wounds, and preventing infections when supplies are limited. Everything is explained step by step, with safety always emphasized. Skin, wounds, and everyday injuries. Skin problems may seem minor, but they can become serious fast. This book covers cuts, burns, ulcers, open wounds, infections, bites, stings, and proper cleaning and care techniques. For retirees who enjoy gardening, DIY projects, or outdoor activities, this section is especially useful. Back pain, neck pain, and mobility. If you're retired, you already know how much back pain and neck pain can affect your day. The book includes simple stretches, practical movement advice, and ways to reduce stiffness safely. No fancy equipment, no gym membership required. Breast exams, oral health, and preventive care. Prevention is always better than treatment. You'll learn how to perform a proper breast self-exam, how to manage dental pain when a dentist isn't available, and how to recognize warning signs early. These are things every older adult should know, but are rarely explained clearly. Old-school remedies that still work. Some knowledge has been forgotten not because it's ineffective, but because it's no longer profitable. Home Doctor revisits traditional wound care techniques, antiseptic uses of common household items, and historical methods still used in modern emergencies. It's not about going backward, it's about not losing valuable knowledge. Emotional reassurance and confidence. Perhaps the greatest benefit of Home Doctor isn't just the information, it's the confidence it gives you. Confidence that you won't panic, confidence that you'll know what's serious and what's not, confidence that you can protect yourself and your loved ones. For retirees, that peace of mind is priceless. Why seniors across America are choosing this book. People are buying this book because they don't want to rely entirely on fragile systems. They want to be helpful rather than helpless, and they want to pass knowledge down to their families. Many keep it at home, in RVs, in vacation properties, or with emergency supplies. It's not about fear, it's about readiness. A resource you hope you never need, but will be glad you have. No one buys a fire extinguisher hoping for a fire. Home Doctor is the same kind of tool. You may never need everything inside it, but if you ever need one chapter, one page, or one piece of advice, it could make all the difference. Final thoughts for our retiree community. You've spent your life taking care of others. You've earned the right to feel safe, prepared, and confident in your own home. This book was created to empower regular people, especially seniors, with knowledge that once saved lives every day. If you believe in self-reliance, practical wisdom, and being prepared without panic, then Home Doctor, practical medicine for every household, deserves a place in your home. If you want to order this book, click the link given in the description or in the comments. Thank you for watching The Retiree's Guide. Stay prepared, stay informed, and take good care of yourself.